Welcome in, folks. Welcome back. This will be a third video in our Customizing Out of the Park series, where I try and customize the world default XML and the schools and the players to represent my project goal of creating a fictional baseball universe in the year 3000, centered in the solar system. So last time we fixed our school system where we don't have any duplicate names. They're all different names, so that's really good. We do have our flags, our nations, everything is working. The problem that we discovered last time is our players, for some reason, all have Asian sounding names. And I'll show you why this is confusing to me. Let us pull up my code. And when I create the XML file, and we're generating ethnicities, every ethnicity, the way I interpreted the XML file, maybe we can see that. Why can't I click that? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, there we go. Four times it's open. Badoop. Here's the default world XML, as we've seen before. Oh no, this is my XML. Wait a second. I want the actual one that came with the game. Here we go. So there's all these ethnicities. And an ethnicity, from what I can see, specifies a certain number of African, Asian, East Indian, Caucasian, and Hispanic. And these are all, they all add up to 1,000. And what I assumed was, if you chose ethnicity 1, there'd be any country whose ethnicity was 1, there'd be a 30% chance a player from that ethnicity was African, a 5% chance they were Caucasian, and a 65% chance they were Hispanic. And you can see, Finnish, people from Finland are 100% Caucasian, which makes sense. My concept of the year 3000, where my project is going to take place, is that humanity has spread out everywhere and has intermixed so much, and there is no regions where some are Caucasian, more are Caucasian than Indian, for instance. Every place has equal representation for every ethnicity. And so I thought that by doing something like this, where I have ethnicities for each planetary system, but I just set each of these groupings to 20%. And then the nation of Mercury uses the ethnicity ID of 0, 100%. Let's look at Venus. Uses one, which is Venusian. 100% come from Venus. So I thought this was going to make sense. I thought this was all I needed to do. But clearly, I'm wrong. So let me go back to the world default. Let me just look for language. There's no language, there's no name. So what I do see in the files, there is a names English file. And it's a name followed by a number followed by a number. There's no indication of what these numbers mean. And so that's very confusing. Now, I wonder, we also have, see, we have names Korean, but they're all like literal Korean names. I don't know how to read that. So those aren't being chosen. We also have first names English. So, I mean, we do have a lot of Asian sounding names, but we also have lots of other ones. So why aren't any of those being used? I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out in this video. So let's see if there's any README files. There's era modifiers. There's no README files, first of all. Era stats. There's a players tab. Are these active players? These must be team name, last name, and first name. These must be default. I don't know what these names are. These, I mean, they're players, but what, players for the default game, maybe? Era ballparks. So that's a little bit confusing to me. README. Yeah. We may have to read some of these manuals. World templates. Oh, that's some of my stuff. What's text? What is this? What is this file? Oh, this is going to second is, on to second goes, going to second. Okay, this is the text for the actual in-game play-by-play. That's cool. Okay, but I still don't see anything that would help me figure out. So let's go to the README here. We'll go to the online manual. Open. Yes, let's open it. Okay. Here we are. Make that bigger. Customizing. I know there's this thing, but I know it's so out of date. And I'll show you how out of date it is. It's been, like, if you wanted to go to the game configuration files, the engine files, oh, not that. Schedules and game text. Yeah, okay, I guess it's just nations. So it says that there's a nations text file. There's not. It says there's a cities text file. There's not. They're all in one world XML file. So that's just, this is incorrect information. And this incorrect information exists all the way through, like, Out of the Park 24 manual, even though it's not that anymore. So I don't trust the manual at all. Editing nation flags, team player, in-game text. See, there's nothing here about, oh, names. It's right there. Okay. Yes, this is exactly, I don't want a player named Zach Maloney, except I do want a player named Zach Maloney. 3 text files, first names, names, and nicknames. So that is actually, yeah, that is actually true. We do have the database. We have names, first names, and nicknames. Whoops, so this is true information. The names file. So this is good. We saw a name and 2 numbers. So the frequency, the usage frequency for this name, and the name set ID. This unique identifier of the name set for this name, a number between 0 and 39, about name sets. So, I mean, that's fine. So if the ID is 0, it's US modern. Here, let's go back to the file. Names English. So at the, I'll get rid of that. At the end, this is US modern. So all of these are US modern names that end in a 0. Okay. Each name is given a numeric frequency. All names need a frequency. Set all frequencies to 1. Frequency is not a percent. There is no maximum value. Frequencies are specific to a name set. So why are all of my names being chosen? To find names. Because they're all, I'm guessing, South Korean or Japanese. Like, well, let's have a look. Let's open up OOTP. Let's find Shi Tong Gan. He's clearly not looking like his name would be Shi Tong Gan. Let me find Gan in here. Oh my goodness. No. Capital G. Gan, comma. There we go. So this is 4. And according to this, it is Chinese. Now the game settings, let me just go here. Why is it choosing 4? Did it do it? Okay, let's find something else. I mean, all of these Shuai. I mean, that's going to be 4 as well. There it is, 4. Why is it just 4? Why is my game choosing names from China? What does that have to do with my world? ID 1. The world default backup. This is the default one, and it's got this thing that says you can edit this file as much, whatever. I find this funny. Please read the online manual section about customizing the world XML file. That is wrong. There is no online manual about customizing the XML file. Okay, so use hard-coded ML player origins. Either 1 equals yes or 0 equals no. If missing, the value will be set to 0. By default, it's 1 for the USA nation record in the XML file. The hard-coded player distribution will not use that. This is modern USA. If missing, the value will be set to 0. There should always be at least one nation with this flag enabled because Out of the Park needs it as a nation for predefined leaks. We don't care. There's no 4. I don't know, there's tons of 4s. How about there's time zone 4s. Oh, this is no in mine. Let's have a look here. I mean, these are all just IDs of. There's nation ID, continent ID. Well, that's interesting. Continent ID 5 is using ethnicity 4. Wait a minute. Using ethnicity 4. Well, but that makes sense. Ethnicity 4 is the asteroid belt. So Mercury is getting ethnicity 0. That makes sense. Venus is getting ethnicity 1. That makes sense. Like, all of this is making sense. Ethnicity 2. Mars has ethnicity 3. Okay, asteroid belt has ethnicity 4. Continent, Jupiter's ethnicity 5. Yeah, I really don't understand why these names are so wonky. That's fun. Should we peruse the forums? Which doesn't exist. Come on. Well, that's exciting. I just don't understand the name set ID. Wait. If a name set ID exists in nation text, so in this fake manual where there's something called a nation's text file, so in the text file, there's an ethnicity / name set. So in the old system, it was alongside the ethnicity. A number between representing the name set that should be used when generating names for players from this nation. Oh my gosh, what the heck? So is it in league creation then? Here. The default player origin. Most of them are coming from Sarah's because I guess, okay. but Ceres itself dang, there's a Ceres itself. Oh, check that out, folks. That is ETID4. Okay. Let's try something here. We'll exit. I am going to go to world defaults, which is one that I made. This is probably already open, but yeah, okay. Let me change this to 0. Save that. Now, will I get modern US names? This one. Okay, we'll have to do a new fictional 4 teams. I'm surprised that so many of my players are from Ceres. That's really strange. Okay, let's do a player search here. Oh my gosh. Fascinatingly confusing. Like, it truly is. So, is it the league? The league settings? No, it's the game. Yeah, okay, right here. League settings, database, online. Where did I see that? Oh, come on. Is it the league settings? Players. Okay, yeah. So for some reason, so Titania, in this one anyway, so I'm looking at this, I'm seeing 40% of my players are from Titania. Well, here, see, I need to validate. Okay, first we'll go back here. Let's go back to the names. The names files. All right. So we have between 0 and 9 because we only have 10 different nationalities, one for each planetary system. But clearly I would have Japanese in there. So let me look at ETID equals 2. So Earth, everybody from Earth is going to have ETID, which is ethnicity ID of 2, which in this corresponds to Japanese. So if I find any players from the Earth system or the moon, like the moon, this works for the moon too. Let me player search. Does anyone... I don't know why some of these don't have names. Explore the world. Let's go to moon. Here's moon. Players from moon. Coaches from moon. Oh, come on. There's no players from moon? Can I create players from moon? Clear rosters. How do you create players? Make fictional player. Here, let's say clear all. We'll say everyone is from the moon. Sorted by name. Nations in the world. Why don't I have everything here? Reset to even distribution. Come on, why? So my question is, why do I not have all the list of the nations in the world here? That doesn't make any sense to me. That's literally not what I want. All right. I guess what we'll do is we'll clear all. A lot of these people these countries are from the Uranian system. If I go down to Uranus, we have ethnicity ID of 7, which is German. So is everyone from Ariel German? Well, here's Heinz. These look German to me. I'm going to say yes. All right. So I think that's good enough for me. I think we can say that these ethnicities actually map to these sets. The name files that come with the game already have 40 defined name sets as follows. So we're going to have to make, but I don't see name sets anywhere. How do I know? I mean, I guess I could just say everyone has the ethnicity of 0. Here, let's just do that. Let's see what happens. If we come here, did I? Yeah, I did. I was just checking my audio again. I'm always concerned about my audio. Okay. Ethnicities. Okay, we'll still create the ethnicities like this. But when we try and select the ethnicity, we'll just say 0. And we'll comment out the rest. And you know what, we'll just take the first one of these, so we're not creating giant list of ethnicities. Okay, so I may have been, well, I was incorrect. Sequence contains no matching element. What are you talking about? What's the problem? I don't, what? Oh, right, because nations have ethnicities as well. So we'll do that. I must be using the ethnicities in weird and wonderful ways that I'm not remembering. Okay. Oh well, they'll all be there, but I think now so Mercury is using ethnicity 0. Venus is using ethnicity 1. Oh, this is probably an old version here. So we got Mercury ethnicity 1. Venus is a 0, I should say. Ethnicity 0. Oh, here we have ethnicity 1, though. In the nation. I thought that's what I changed. Come on. It's not going to go back on me here. Oh, I see. There we go. put that as 0 as well. Okay. So if that's happening, I should be able to take the first. I found the other use. That will run, that'll do its thing, and it will close. Okay. Now we can go to world default. Yeah, so there's only one ethnicity now, and everybody's using it. Okay. So with that in hand, we'll take our world default. We'll copy it to the database. Yes. And let's see. We'll start OOTP. Okay, let's do a new game. So while you are given the option to set your ethnicity, you're not given the option to remap what the kinds of names those ethnicities map to. So we will player search. Right, and everyone has American sounding names now. Even guys who are clearly Japanese. Like, we're getting a good mix of colors. But this guy's name is Robbie Bacon. You know what? That might be helpful just for me to be able to pronounce the names. Maybe that's what I gotta do. If I really wanted, proper ethnicities and names, what I should probably do is have all 39 ethnicities from the original file in the ethnicities list, and then have every single ethnicity listed out with a 2.5%. I don't know, but I think I might like this better. Because I'm going to be able to pronounce their names. I did some other tests before, and I was trying to pronounce their names out loud, and because they were all, Chinese, I wasn't doing a very good job. So maybe we can just say that everyone has modern American names. Is that reasonable? That's probably against the spirit of what I'm trying to do. I mean, I suppose it wouldn't be that bad. Like, let's try it. We can try this. So we have ethnicities here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the ethnicities away. I'm going to replace the ethnicities with the actual ethnicities from the default file after the fact. So we won't bother generating the master list. But instead of this, what we can do is we can go, ethnicity percentages equals enumerable.range. It starts at 0 and there are 39 of them, right? Is that what we read? 0 to 39. Yes. Okay. And then we will select new. This is a world continent nation ethnic percentage. A new world, this one. And what do we need here? We need ETID equals I. And the percentage equals is going to be 2.5. So percentage needs to be a U short. So I guess 2. And this needs to be a byte. Okay, fine. Call that a byte. And then we'll dump this as a 2 array. Oops. Oh no. 2 array. The only problem is I now have, because this is a U short. 1 second here. This is the original one that came with the name, with the game. These are all, yeah, they're just integers, aren't they? I can't really have 40 of them. Oops. Okay, but what I can do maybe is say the first 20. We can say if I is less than 20, then do 3, otherwise 2. Yes, 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 I guess it's a byte. So if we did this, then the first 20 ethnicities on the list will get a slightly higher percentage each, 3%. Okay, let's try that. I just want to see that. And then we'll look at this. So Mercury, you can see it's got, like it's going to share all of these things. How come there's only 38? Why is there only 38? This is an exclusive upper bound. Okay. Okay, that's better. I do have all 32 of them. There are 39, 40 of them really, because we're starting at 0. Okay, I'm going to take this world default. We're going to copy it into the database, replacing that. This time we're going to edit it though. And we'll go to the original. And we're going to grab all of these ethnicities. Copy that. Oh, this has 40. It's added Israeli. I only have 39 though, so I'm just going to copy up to 39. Okay, we'll save that. Now, we'll see if that gives a good mix of player origins and proper sounding names. Although I may still go with the modern American names just because it will be easier for me to pronounce. Let's get rid of all this. The complete solar system, and everybody's from Venus. Oh, there's a Ganymede in there. Okay. Start the game. So yeah, that's also another thing. We have to figure out a way of reducing the amount of teams on Venus. Okay, player search. Okay. Well, we have names like this. Let's see if we can do the names match the faces. True. I've never. First names. True. Oh, we need to go last names. True. Which is 38, which is apparently Vietnamese. I can see that being someone from Vietnam. Okay. Shohei Takiguchi. Jed Bloom. Joseph Arts Rooney. Mart Slotwinski. Corey Thompson. Quentin Gold. That guy's gold, man. Okay, well, I think that's good. That makes sense to me. Wow, this guy's a pretty star pitcher. That's pretty good to me. Do I like it better than everyone just having modern American names? I don't know. I'm gonna have to be. My goal is to call some games, talk about players. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce this name. But we figured it out. At least we figured it out. All right. So there's that. One other thing I want to do. So I guess that's the question. What do I want? Do I want what I had? Or do I want everyone to just have modern American names? I don't know. I think my default will be modern American names right now. I do want to be able to pronounce them. But we know what we need to do if we want to change it. Okay, the other thing I want to do is to check out all cities. Group by okay, we're done with the schools, so now we're going to group the cities. Group by, whoops, oh come on, city dot. Oh, I don't have the name of a. Okay, let's go city counts equals, we'll go planetary systems dot to dictionary, system name, and the key is going to be kind of wacky. I want to make a count of all the cities. So system dot planetary bodies dot select many body features dot select many features f dot cities select many cities dot count. Okay, this is just going to there we go. This will tell us how many cities for each planetary system we're generating. I already know the answer. Venus has 1 million of them. So let's go. City counts. Mercury is 54. Venus is 912. Mars is 427. Yeah. Venus just has way too many. I think what I want to do, and the question is why? Why does Venus have so many? Venus probably has a ton of features. So let's go features, planetary systems to dictionary. Instead of selecting all the cities in the features, max feature. This is a feature, right? Planet feature. Oh, you know what? Maybe I have this in a list here. Planetary features. Planetary features var feature size equals. We'll take all the planetary features. We're going to dictionary this, where we'll select the feature name and the No, we're going to group this first by feature. Target. How do I want to do this? Let's just order. Let's just order by feature dot diameter. Order by descending. There we go. To list. We can see all the biggest features that we're actually grabbing. So the biggest one is 11,000 kilometers. It's on Venus. So that alone is going to have, we have 700 kilometers per city. Yeah. The next biggest one is 10,000. It's also on Venus. The third biggest one is also on Venus. These are huge. Venus again. Venus again. And finally Mars. So the 6 largest features in the solar system are on Venus. I think we have to cap these things. So when I create the cities, I do cap the cities. I already capped the cities. Maybe it's just simply a matter of the count. Group by feature target. And then order by the count. And we'll go to list here. Okay, let's see the biggest features, or the biggest number of features. So feature size. There are only 19 targets. Everyone else is just going to have one feature per body. And Venus has the biggest. I see. I see what's going on there. Venus is 430 separate features. Mars is next with 206. And then Europa has only 56. So that's why we've got these two things that are just, it's the number of features. It really is. Okay, so let's cap the number of features then that we use. So when we create the planetary system, planetary body, planetary features by moon. Let's go take, how many features should we limit it to? 50? 50 features. We'll put a comment here, limit the number of features so the universe isn't, dominated by Venus. and Mars. Okay, we've done that. Let's see what happens now. So we're gonna go here. Yeah, our world file is getting very, very small. Okay. But this is kind of my last thing on my bucket list. New custom game. We'll give ourselves more teams because, well, actually, yeah, I want to have lots of teams now. Because now when I choose complete solar system, there's some Venus, there's some Ganymede, there's some Mars, but it's not all just Venus. There's still a lot of Venus. Hey, there's one from the moon. This city, if I were to change this to Phobos, yeah, it doesn't change the name of the city. It's a little unfortunate. Well, it's better now anyway. I guess you are going to have hot spots in the universe for some of these things. I really would like a much more even split, though. But it is what it is. You know, some of these, no, because I do cap them at 5 each. I think that's okay, though. I'll think about it, but I think I'm happy with that. I really do think I'm happy with that. Okay, so that's it. I think we're done. I think I'm ready to call this a wrap. The next thing we have to do is get out of the Park 27 and see what we need to modify to get it to work with out of the Park 27. Now that I've got it working like I want in 22, we're going to move to 27. Once that's done, then we can start our project proper, which is going to be called the Galactic Baseball League. Maybe. But I've written out a big long rule list and I'm very excited about it. It's going to be quite the project. And I'm hoping it's going to be really worth the effort that we're going through right now. So, thanks for joining me. Have a nice day, and we'll see you next time.